Good morning. How are we doing? Um, Welcome to London session. Today is Wednesday, 15th July. Let me know if you can hear me properly. I get complaints that the volume is too low. So let me know if you can hear me properly. I have no background music. I think it's my next door neighbor. Right, I think it's my next door neighbor. Is that okay? Give me 1 second. I'll be with you in a second. Alright, thank you for your patience. Yeah, I think they shut up. Okay, so let's look at what is going on. I am getting excited because I think dollar is about to move outside its consolidation. This level is the only level left. Okay, and it's coming from a daily time frame. Right, and is the last line in the sand for the dollar. If we break through this, we are going to take out this low and we'll be challenging here. All right, which in my opinion that's what should happen, but because we are in this is the daily time frame, right? Long, about almost 2 months. Yeah, almost, well, a month and a half now in this consolidation, which has caused a lot of problem. Yeah, I'll go through that in a second. I'm going through them this way. All right, I'll jump onto the trades that we have soon as well. Okay, this has caused a lot of problems in the market, in the sense that when the dollar is in this state, okay, the crosses will be moving randomly and it'll be hard to get a direction for long term. Okay, so once we move outside this consolidation, we will have a good trend, or we have large ranges, and when we do have large ranges, it's very easy to kind of forecast where the market should go and easier to trade. Okay, so today this is the level I'm watching to see what price would do. If we do manage to break that, then I think we're gonna get large ranges to the upside, especially on the pound and the euro. Not so much on the Kiwi and then the Aussie, not so much on them, but the pound and the euro, they will move rapidly to the upside because they've got some upside objective to meet. So let's see how how we trade below this level today. If we don't break it today, which personally I think it will give a bounce. That's my personal feeling, or my gut. My gut tells me that we are moving in a channel. Right, we are moving in a channel for the channel traders, so there might be chances where price will give another bounce, okay, before ultimately coming down. That's what I'm expecting, but I could be wrong, and it will just go through it. And also bear in mind, we have, if you don't follow the economic calendar, we do have some news on CAD. We have yen. We had yen's policy outlook today, which I didn't pay much attention because they manipulate a lot the yen, so I don't pay much attention. The yen will do whatever it wants to do, but there's a lot of news today, so be careful out there. Right, the dollar is in consolidation, so they can use these to hurt a lot of people. All right, so be careful out there. So let's see how this will play out today. I personally, my gut tells me, because we are in a consolidation and not trending, this will bounce. Right, so the level to watch for, if it's going to be a bounce, okay, is this level here. You almost got there and gave this bounce. So let's see if we do trade above where we are now. If price comes back above this high, all right, which I personally think it will, because looking at where the pound is trading on the 4-hour time frame, all right, it causes, or is due for a retracement. Yeah, it's due for a retracement. So looking at that, I think we might get a bounce. Plus, euro has just run this high. Okay, so anytime a high is run, we look for retracement. So we could potentially see this thing give a bounce today. And once we do that, right, price will bounce here, and with that will cause euro to retrace, pound to retrace, and New Zealand dollar to retrace, Aussie dollar to retrace. Okay, right, so let's jump back to the dollar. So watch out for this watch out for this high on the 4-hour. Yeah, this high, watch that one out and see if you do trade above it. Even whilst we're here, if you do trade above it, you should consider, if you're long on euro, pound, you should consider taking some profit, because once you trade above this, you'll be looking for a retracement above, or a retracement back up into here. If I do my measurement, let's see how far. Let's see how far this could retrace to. Let's change this to a line. All right. We could potentially see it come back up here, and possibly, I don't know, but possibly run this high. Yeah, the second one not so much, but the first one, yes. Yeah, we could see it potentially come back up here, because we are trading in a channel, so it will come back to touch and give these guys some sort of a joy. So we push back up into hitting this channel, right? and then the ultimate leg down is what I'll be looking for price to come and take this low. Okay, so let's see. Let's jump on to Aussie. Let's close that one. I was looking for this trade to come and take out this low. I didn't take it. It was just me looking at how I can trade this consolidation, right? But you can see how highs. Okay, if you've not watched that trade that video, I think it's on YouTube, you can check it out, how they keep taking highs and lows in this consolidation, right? They took out this equal low here and took price all the way up and took out this high, and it's now coming back inside. So if you are trying to catch a good short or a good long, it's not gonna last, right? That's why it's important to either risk less or sit out, or just once you get long, take 30 pips, 40 pips, and then you're out of the market. All right. So on this pair currently, I am not doing anything. I'm not gonna give anything on it because it's just killing account. Okay, so I'm not gonna give you a trade on to kill your account. After running this high, it's coming back inside. So we are in a range, and how we trade a range is this. Okay, you find the highest and the lowest, and then you always buy below, or you divide it into 4, and you buy below the lower quadrant, or you sell above the upper quadrant. So now that they've taken out that high, you can extend it this way, and you'll be looking to buy down here, or let it run this low, reject, and then you buy it to go up. Okay, that's how you trade a range. But I don't advise it because it can just do, or it can mess you up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one out. Let's do New Zealand as well. I think on Tuesday or Monday live session, I did talk about divergence, where you have Aussie and New Zealand being similar in terms of their Asian pairs. Not so much Asia, but they are considered Asian pairs, and one of them will be running a high and one of them will be going for a retracement. Yeah, so this one is running a high and that one is going for a retracement. So I will short this one and not short this one, because this is going for a retracement for another leg down. Okay, so we've broken the trend. This is not in the consolidation. It's a mini, I would say a short-term trend. So we've broken down and it's going for retracement, and this is going down, and this one is just staying in consolidation and taking out highs, right? So the best bet is to sell this one. Okay, if the dollar is going to give that bounce, the best bet is to sell this one. Okay, so if you want to sell it, and today is Wednesday, so the market shouldn't be crazy like it is on Monday. All right, if you want to sell it, let's place a short. This would have been a good place. Stand it back here. And I'll be looking for another leg down. So something like this. This was the range. That we just came out from. Yeah, we broke it. Look at it on a line basis. Yeah, couldn't get quite where I wanted it to get to. Okay, I wanted it to come here, but nevertheless it's still fine. So I will look for, if what I'm saying is right, I will look for another leg back down. So we call this swing measurement. So this leg added to here, okay, and I'll be looking for another leg like this to the downside. So something like that. With my first target just before we break this low. Yeah, just before we break this low. And it's a tiny stop. That should have been the entry if I was awake. That low there would have been the entry, and where we are right now, it will look like that. Okay, the way I will tell my members or my signal group is to look at this up candle, okay, let it close below, and then use that to take the trade, something like that. Yeah, once this closes on the hourly basis, once this closes, let this one close first, and then on the next candle you look for a mini retracement back into this candle here, and then you take the short. Okay, and you take something off here before you break the long, and then let's look on the 4 hour, see if on the 4 hour we have this equal lows as well into, yeah, I will reduce this to here, right, because we have this equal low right there. And I'll leave that first target here. You can see again on the 4 hour it's trying to give us the same thing, okay, the rejection, another candle here, rejection, the next candle closes bearish, and then we take the entry on this one. Okay, it looks better on the 4 hour, but you can take it on the 1 hour as well. Yeah, so that's for New Zealand. Now let's look at pound. I think let's go back to the pairs I trade. I gave the signal on that. Yeah, we have gone to the first target that I expected price to get to. Right, it didn't quite give us the entry that I wanted. I wanted this candle to come back down and hit this and then give us the entry. And this is why it's important to understand price, because when you understand price, this movement to there, if you were with me yesterday, this was the level I was looking for price to come to and then give a bounce, right? I trade, I always trade with extra confirmation, and my confirmation is to look for the 4 hour to give me a rejection, and I'll take the trade this way. However, right, you can also do it by yourself by taking this trade, right? Why? I'm giving you the safest bet, which is when price is moving away, it's likely not to come back, so you will take a safe trade. This is the way I used to trade, right? This is the way I used to trade. I will buy it as price is coming down to the level, and I got burned a lot. Okay, I got burned a lot. Sometimes it'll get there and then it'll just blow through it, and I'll not take my loss because I don't want to take the loss, and then price will go against me. And it did that quite a lot, and that's why I changed the way I trade into going into for price to give me some sort of a rejection. Okay, it should give me a bounce. We call it breaking market structure, right? Give me a bounce, break structure, and then give me a retracement. Yeah, when it does that, I know that price is not gonna go down, because price is doing this and it's broken to the upside, so the retracement shouldn't continue going down. It should retrace and continue going up. So that's how, from losing a lot of money back in the days, that's how I changed to trade. So with that said, we have gone to the first target. Usually when it does that, I don't want to get in on the retracement. However, this level is still valid. I would just be cautious when price gets here. Let's push the stop a little bit up. I'll be cautious when price gets here because of what the dollar is doing, right? If the dollar is going to bounce and go all the way up here, I will want to get another rejection at least on the 15 or 1 hour time frame. Okay, so when price gets down here for the retracement, I want to see this. Yeah, give me a bounce just like I'm looking for on the 4 hour. I'll wait for that to happen on the 1 hour, something like this or something like this. Yeah, give me a swing low, break it, come back in. So once I see the swing low form here, then I'll be happy to go in for a long. All right, I'll be happy to go in for a long. But if it doesn't give me that, then there's a likelihood that price might do this. Okay, so I want price to get here, give me a rejection, and then I'll take it back up again. So for those of you waiting for this, that's how I will trade it. Let price get here on the hourly, give me some form of a rejection, and then I'll take it back up again. I so like this equal high. Yeah, the daily is in an uptrend, so I still like this equal high. All right, this is clean equal high. Yeah, so I still fancy price going up here. If we do lose this low, then my attention goes right back to the daily, back to the level I called out yesterday. My attention comes down here. Yeah, but let's see if we will get that. Let's see if price will get here and give us the bounce to go and take out this equal high. Let's go back to euro. Okay, euro. Yeah, see what it's doing now. It needs to take out this high. It's just trying to leave equal highs and then come back down. If we do get the bounce on dollar, okay, this equal high will be left clean for a next rate. So this price will come back down, maybe on the 4 hour into this high, and then go and run it. Okay, Double tops and double bottoms are very, very attracted to price, because that's where money will be sitting in for the funds, for the big money, for those who move the market. That's where money sits for them. Okay, so they like to take price there. Yeah, they like to take price to where there is equal tops and equal bottoms. Okay, so when you see that, that's why I'll show you one on Aussie New Zealand, when we get to Aussie New Zealand. Yeah, and they do that to trap the support and resistance traders as well. They get them in. It's not just retail that trades support and resistance. Some of the banks, they trade support and resistance as well. So price has got here and rejected. When it's coming back again, they will be looking for, when price gets back up to that level, let's say price get down here, right, and it comes back, they'll be looking for some form of a rejection again, and it might give them, and then comes back and then call it another resistance, and then it will blow through it. That's why I don't like equal highs when I'm trading, right? When I'm taking any position and I see equal high, if I'm going short and I see equal highs, I get nervous, or I don't like to take that trade. Why? Because that could be a trap that they're gonna say this is the equal high, right? And I'm setting up here, which is what is on Aussie yen. I'll show you. We could do this and clean this equal high before dropping, right? So I don't like selling or buying when I see equal highs near that level. So let's see if dollar euro is gonna give us this. Looking at what is placed in now, looking at what is done now currently, it's a high, I would say 60% chance this is gonna retrace. Yeah, it's gonna come back down. Yeah, I could be wrong, but if we trade above this candle, let me delete that and draw a line here. All right, if we trade right, if we trade above that down candle, I will look for a retracement back to it, and then I'll target this high. Yeah, I'll target that high. If we don't go down and we trade above this with a up candle like this, okay, if we trade above it like this, any retracement back to that same down candle, I'll be taking a long to come and take out this high. Yeah, so that is where I stand right now with this. If we don't come down for a retracement, whatever happens, this high is gonna go, right? How they do it is subject to what the dollar will do for now. But if they do come down here, that will be even better, because it will open up the profit target. Yeah, but if they do it here, nevertheless, it's the same thing. That high is gonna go. Okay, but I want it to trade above this high, give me a retracement, and then I'll buy it long to go and clear that. All right, so let's see what they will do. I will favor a retracement before they move up. Yeah, and if they are retracing, let's go back to the daily. Let's see how this looks like on the 4 hour. Yeah, If they are retracing, I would like it to retrace at least to this. Click on the hourly. Looking on the hourly, let's delete this one first. That will be 50%. That will be okay. But I also like down here. Yeah, I like the level down here. So I will trade again with my confirmation. Let price get here, give me a short-term low, retracement, and buy it. Or wait for it to get here, give me a short-term low, and then I'll buy it. Right? I like this one. 50% is okay. Considering the day, what the daily time frame has placed, this level is highly probable. Okay, because it will make sense on the daily to retrace here. Right? Makes sense on the daily to retrace here. It doesn't make sense on the daily to come all the way down to where that hourly candle is. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to come down here based on what is on the daily. It makes sense for it to come here, hit this high, just like this one. Okay, hit this high and then drive up. It makes sense to get here and then drive up again. So watch this level here. Okay, so you have two reference points here for a close above or a trade above it. I prefer a close and then a retrace to that level and then long, or we come down here for a long. Okay, let's jump onto CAD. This thing is playing with a lot of emotions and makes so much sense because of what we are in right now. I'll personally not touch it. Yeah, they cleaned this high and drove down, came back up again to clean that high. I wanted to see price get up there. That's where I wanted to sell short and come and clean these equal lows down here. Right, I wanted price to come and clean these equal lows in here, but it didn't give me that on the first one. It didn't give me that on the first one. Now let's see if price is gonna go down there. All right, for a trade idea, maybe not today. I don't know how today is gonna close. Right, I don't know how today is gonna close. It's moving away and we didn't get a proper bear with me a second. Let me sort this thing out. Give me 1 minute. Okay, for a trade idea, sorry for that. For a trade a trade idea, there's so many wicks in here that I cannot frame a trade around it. I don't like there's so many wicks, okay, and I cannot frame a trade around this currently. Sorry guys, I have my little boy who just woke up and he's coming to disturb daddy. Okay, so if you hear him, sorry for that. It's just daddy's boy and likes to be around daddy. Right, okay. So I cannot frame a trade around this because there's too many wicks. I would have preferred just one up candle, run the high, and then a rejection. But it seems there's so many wicks in here. If I want to frame a trade, I'll say it this way. Alright? Yeah. If I want to frame a trade, I'll say it this way. I'll be selling short this up candle. Yeah, on the 4-hour. Right, that. Yeah, that's how I'll frame the trade. So my entry will be here on that wick touching this up candle, and my target will be still this equal low. Yeah, that's where my target will be. But because I don't like the way these candles wicked like that, I don't like it. Alright, so if I was going to take this trade, right, if I was to be forced to take a trade on this, that's how I'll frame the trade. Yeah, like this. Okay, that's how I would have framed the trade. So if you want to take it, this could potentially, yeah, potentially come up again. Why? Because you can see what the 4-hour is doing. So it's making highs right now. Took out this low, took out that high, took out that high. So it's making highs. So this could potentially go up here before ultimately dropping. So I'll be cautious on this pair. This is one of the most random pairs around. When it's clean, okay, when it's very clean on the chart, you can take a trade. But when it's very choppy like this and without clear direction, then I would say wait and go on to different pairs and take a proper trade. Yeah, so I would say don't force a trade on this. There are other pairs out there. You can look at that. Ultimately, this is where prices want to draw to. Okay, but how we get there is a problem. I personally prefer price to come up here before dropping there. Alright, so I'll leave that level there and then we will see. Okay, if we do drop below this low, then it will just run down here, but then it'll be too late to get in. I just don't like the price action on there. Let's jump onto this because we did have a trade on this one. I hope you managed to get an entry. If you didn't, then it's too late. I think I have, let's see if I have them on here. No, it's on my other chart. Let me see if I can bring that one up. There. Where are the entries? I think the entries and everything is disappeared. Okay, but if you're short on this one, let it run. I think where I gave the first target, I want to find it. Give me a second, let me find it for you. My son is trying to learn the he's trying to learn the shapes. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me bring that to the screen so you can see it. Bear with me a second.
Always good. Always good.
Alright, can you see it? I think it should appear in a second. Okay, so this was the trade idea. Okay, it's moving nicely. I think we've just hit TP1 at 70, so 107.36. It's a beautiful trade. Yeah, this is the kind of trade I like to take. Okay, price gets to the level, rejection, retracement, you go in. Yeah, that is how I trade now. It is peace of mind. You don't get, it's minimal drawdown. Okay, minimal drawdown. And if it stops you out, because the stop is so small, you wouldn't lose sleep on that one. Okay, so let's see if we're gonna get joy on this one to push, continue to push price up, down. Okay, so I didn't have the drawing on this one, that's why I had to go and bring it from that chart. Okay, so let's carry on with the other pairs. Aussie New Zealand. So, I've been calling this price up since Monday. Okay, because Monday when this candle closed, I said that because we've just run equal low. Okay, so price should draw up. It just didn't give me a retracement enough for me to take a trade. Okay, after going above this candle, I treat it as a rejection, just like I do on the 4-hour. So when the next candle opens, I expect price to come back to give me an entry here. Yeah, I expect price to come back and give me an entry here. It didn't give me that, and then it just flew off, and that's fine. You don't lose money when you miss a trade. Okay, so it's fine to lose a trade. Sorry, it's fine to miss a trade because you don't lose money. All right, so next time, those of you who will join this session, next time when I call, it's just my personal way of trading. I like retracement to the level that has to be broken before I take the trade. But if you want to take it, so do it. Okay, so do it, because price will definitely go most of the direction that I will call. Sorry, that's my little boy. He just liked to be around me. If I send him away right now, he will cry his head off. Okay, so how far is this thing gonna go? On the weekly time frame, we are trading at a high time frame level, which is that right there. So we could see a rejection. Yeah, we can start seeing rejections there. Yeah, overall this trend is down, it's not up. Okay, you can see if I squeeze in, okay, you can see the major swings, highs and lows. Yeah, It just didn't go down enough for me the way I like it. The level I liked was down here on the daily. I like this level. So on the 4-hour, this is where I wanted price to come to before this up move. I'm looking at this and watching to see, are they going to now break and continue going up, or completely erode back to the downside? So what I will use, and what I use, is the rejection. Okay, let's see a rejection. Once we see that rejection, retracement, and then a sell back down to continue the downtrend. So if we do get the rejection, okay, it will be like a swing trade idea. So swing trade idea means that price will do another leg. Sorry, not that one. Price will do another leg like that here. So wherever price turns around, it's gonna do another leg. Alright, just like this did. It didn't do quite as much as I wanted it to do initially. Yeah, I preferred down here. It didn't give me that. So let's see, if we get the rejection, we'll be looking for another leg to the downside. Right, so watch out and see if price gives this kind of rejection, okay, maybe this up candle, by the time this one closes, the next one will be bearish, and then that will be the rejection you're looking for, and then you'll be looking for a sell. Okay, all right, let's carry on. Cardian is still valid as the trade idea. So if you're still short, just keep it. I still fancy this going to clear this equal lows, so there's nothing much to say about it. Okay, we are still trading at that rejection point. It went to the high, went to the open, and almost went to the main threshold, and it's now rejecting. So let's see if we're gonna get the move back down. Okay, they've left this equal lows in here, so look that for first target. Take something off there, take something off here as well, and then leave the rest on to see if we're gonna get down here. All right, okay. Aussie yen, this is what I was going to talk to you about. This equal high, right? This equal high. When I'm taking a short and I have this equal highs above me, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. But because it gave me the rejection, that's what I look for, and I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll jump onto that towards the end. I'll go back. I want to go through it this way, and then I'll go back on there. Sorry if I will take a bit time today. Right, so that's why I don't like taking shorts, but because it gave me what I look for in price to take a trade, then yes. I personally, this is not the one I took, because there was 3 of them. There was a CAD yen, Aussie yen, and then the New Zealand yen, which I'll be jumping on. Let me just bring that one in now. Okay, and then New Zealand yen, this is the one I took. Why? Because of this. Okay, it broke down again. So with that, it's like price has confirmed that it wants to go down. So I short this for another leg down. Okay, so this is the one I personally took, and we will see. Okay, it's still valid. So if you want to sell short, it's still valid. It's giving a rejection. If it does manage to trade below this up candle, that will be another good place to consider for future trades. Okay, so for future trades, you can bring this candle, sorry, this line here. And if you go and watch what I outlined the other day for this trade, you will see exactly, it's doing exactly what I said. Okay, I said watch out for these two levels. It's going to come up here and it's going to go up. That's why I would like to take the entry, and then price will come back down. So have your line here, and then once price is able to close down, wait for retracement, and then away we go. Okay, I expect today to be a very good day for the yen to drop like massively, right? So let's see if we get that. Maybe not during London, but New York, definitely I expect something to happen on the yen. All right, and let's jump onto Eurozee. Oh dear, I think we've missed it. The retracement I was looking for. Right there. It's not completely missed because it's gonna trade above this up candle, and that will give us the opportunity to get in. Okay, so I think it's better this way, right? It looks better on the 4-hour. So let's see, this 4-hour candle will close and then extend this out, and then on the next 4-hour candle that opens, we expect a retracement back to it, and then we take a long. Okay, so on the next candle, not this one, the one that opens after that one, just expect it to do something like this. Okay, so this one will close. On the next one, retrace into the high. I prefer the open, but you can go for the high as well, and then you take a long with a stop just below here, and you target this high, that high, or I'll say equal highs. Very candy. Yeah, target that for first target, and then second target will be there. I think we are turning around because this thing has been dropping forever, and we could be in for a swing trade. Not quite yet, but that's what I'm looking for on this pair. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, and we could potentially get a huge move to the upside because this has been dropping down for quite some time, right? So we could get a turnaround and be targeting highs, right? So let's see, this is the initial stage, so I think they've accumulated enough on the daily. They've accumulated enough here with all these wicks. So once we break above this high, we break above this high, it will be very, very bullish, because that's what I deem as a breaking structure. Yeah, and then we wait for every trace to go up. Okay, so let's see if this 4-hour will come back, close above it, come back, give us entry, and then we take a long. All right, I didn't see this. This was like 1 a.m. I was dead asleep. Okay, but that's been very nice. Yeah, and this is why I talked about yesterday. I had a conversation with the guys in the Signal group. This is why I show you what I show you, because I might not be around and it will be a good trade, but you'll be waiting for me to give you these things and you'll miss the ideal entries. Okay, so that's why I say what I say. All right, So let's see if we're gonna get this. Just delete this one. Okay, yesterday I was looking for a rejection on that level, based on the daily. It didn't give me that, and it went straight to the middle of that up candle. Right now it looks like the table has turned. Looking at this up candle, okay, looking at this up candle, it looks like the table has turned for price to push higher. They are coming up from here. It looks like the table has turned for price to push higher again, right? So I will not be selling this thing. Yeah, do not sell this thing at the moment because it's not showing any signs of bearishness. On the 4-hour currently is bullish. Yeah, it's bullish. So do not sell it. Buying it will be ideal because people will be trying to sell this thing, okay, and that's why it's pushing against them. So what you can do, like I showed you on euro, okay, it's giving a rejection, so you can wait for price to close above it and then rather buy it, because everybody will be looking to sell this thing, and that's the time they do go against traders, right? If everyone wants to sell, they want to buy it, and if everybody wants to buy, they want to sell it. Yeah, so there were a lot of people selling this. I personally, this is where I wanted to sell, but it didn't give me the rejection I looked for, so I just left it for it to go through. I was watching here, same thing, and I was watching here and it gave me same thing. So watch this high and see if you're able to close above it, wait for another retracement, and then buy it long to go and attack this high, because this is very bullish. Right, I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, it will tell me. Okay, if I'm wrong, the chart will tell me, because price wouldn't continue going up. You have an up candle and price is gonna reject. So if I'm wrong, it will give me this kind of signature in price or something like that here or up there. Then when I see that, then I'll know that the bears have now joined the market, and then I can go in looking for sales. But currently, as it is, it looks like the bulls are running the high. Sorry, the bulls are running this pair. So wait for a trade above this high and then buy it because it looks bullish. Okay. On euro yen, clean equal highs. They gave it 3 times and then ultimately running it. Okay. Now, personally, I will not do anything on this. Why? Because I am bullish on the yen. Yeah, I am bullish on the yen, so I will not do anything. I'll not touch this. However, if you want to play with it, do the same thing that I've just outlined on pound, euro pound. Okay, wait for this. Okay, if you want to play with it, that's what you wait for. All right, so if you want to go long on this one, wait for price to close above here, retracement, and then buy. Your target will be right. Your target will be there. Okay, your target will be there. I'll take something off in the middle. Yeah, that's how I'll play this if I want to take a long. All right, so that's it for this. Let's go to that one. Okay, this is straight up dead easy. On the next retracement, okay, on the next retracement, look for, sorry, on the next candle, look for price to hit this. Your stop is right below that candle, and then look to clean these equal highs. Yeah, look to clean these equal highs. Let's look at this closely, because this might look like a rejection. Nah, it's okay. I think these equal highs would be Candyland. Yeah, I like those equal highs. Very, very nice. Yeah, so next candle opens, look for retracement to there, and then target this equal high. Yeah, if it stops you out, don't worry about it. You're gonna lose 37 pips. It's gonna retrace. It's gonna retrace all the way down. I'll be looking for another potential long down here. If I get stopped out, I'll be looking for another retracement down here, and I'll be going for another long right in there. Okay, so if it does stop me out, or it stops you out, wait for this retracement, or it will give you the rejection again, and then you can sell short to come down. All right, it can give you the rejection and then give you this to the downside. I've gone over my time, 3 minutes, but that's all right. Pound Aussie. Yesterday I had this level drawn looking for a rejection, and it didn't give me. It looks like it's now giving that swing low on the 4-hour, and this is the pair we've been waiting for a long. I'll personally take it this way. Let's see. Maybe you can take it even there. Let's look at on the 4-hour. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see the measurement. See where it retraced to. 79 retracement level. Yep, that's deep discount. It's giving a swing low. This is how I'll trade it as it is now. I'll take a long with a stop just here. How big is the stop? 32 pips. Yeah, on the pound Aussie, that's really good. Yeah, with a 32 pip stop loss. I'm buying this candle at the level that I was watching since yesterday. Yeah, I'll buy this at that candle there at the level that I've been watching since last week. Yeah, with a stop just below this candle's close. Right, and if it's gonna stop me out, better stop me out here than there. Okay, so I'll leave it as it is. For targets, I think this could potentially be the 10 on this pair. Yeah, this could be potentially the 10 on this pair. I said potentially, it's not the 10. Could be potentially the 10 for this huge move to the downside. Right, so let's see how this unfolds, if it could be part of it. Okay, once we trade above this high, I think we've made the 10. Yeah, if we trade above this, I think we've made the 10. So the target for now will be targeting this high. Nice equal highs there, targeting that high and taking something off here. Okay, take something off here, take something off there, and then see if we will be able to break above this high, because on the daily it did give a rejection on the daily here. Yeah, so see if we can break above that high. If we do break above that high, then I think price will have turned and we'll be in for some very good long term. Yeah, we'll be in for some very good long term swing trades. Alright, similar to this one, but again, I don't like what this one is doing, so I prefer the pound Aussie to this. Leave this one alone because it's just a mess. Right, on the daily it's a mess currently. Yeah, it's a mess, so leave this one alone. Ideally I want to see this high broken first before I will touch this, because these two, like I explained, are correlated. So one of them will be going for stops, whereas one of them will be going for mitigation. So this low couldn't run that low, whereas this did run this low. So the pair to be in is this one here. Right, so buy it and then take profits where I've outlined. I'm gonna send this once I'm done to a signal group. Pound CAD. We couldn't get to where I was expecting price. I think we did this high. Yeah, that's the 50% of the range. If I'm okay, quite, not quite. Yeah, came a bit closer. And it didn't give me, it did give the rejection, it didn't quite give the entry though. So this is where I would have loved to be a buyer. Right here, that's where I would have loved to be a buyer. I think it's similar to what the pound was doing, and it didn't give the entry. Okay, so how would I trade this going forward? I'll wait for a retracement wherever it gets up to. I'll wait for a retracement, and then on the retracement look for rejection, and then I'll jump in. I don't want to chase price as it is now because it's just run away. So I'll wait for a retracement, price retrace, give me a rejection, and then I'll be interested in buying. Bear in mind, like I showed you earlier, we do have news today, and I think one of them is on CAD. Yeah, the rate announcement at 3 o'clock. So be mindful of that as well. Okay, be mindful of the rate announcement on CAD if you want to take this trade. Yeah, maybe it could cause it to retrace, and then you can get an entry here. So at 3 o'clock, be mindful and then see if price is gonna give you a trade. Okay. Pound yen. I'm not touching this simply because I think this might stay sideways. Like I said, I think on Monday this can stay sideways. Do not touch it if you want your account to be safe, okay? Because it is just doing run, stop, come back in, run, stop, come back in. It can just do anything, right? So leave this pair alone. if it does continue to break down, then I'll say, okay, on the next retracement, look for a rejection and then sell short, because then you can see clearly we are making stair steps to the downside, and it'll be easier to trade it. You can call the highs and lows very easy. Once we break down again, then yes, you can go in for a sell on the next retracement. What's this one? New Zealand CAD. I think these are two weak pairs currently. The CAD is weak and New Zealand is also weak. Yeah, even though it's doing this, it's still weak. Yeah, it's not going up as this one out there. Yeah, it's not going up as this one is doing, like the euro and pound is doing, like this is doing. So this one is relatively weak. So because of that, there are two weak pairs, so price will stay sideways. Yeah, so the best bet to me, based on the daily time frame, is to look for nothing. I'll rather sell it than buy it, because price is too high. Yeah, price is too high, and when price is high, the only thing that can come in the market is move to the downside, right? I like this up candle with that rejection, and price is trading at the opening of that candle and is giving a rejection. It's just too choppy for my liking. Yeah, very choppy for my liking. But if I'm too forced to trade this, that's how I'll trade it. Exactly that. Exactly this way. Yeah, exactly this way. Sell short here, and I'll target this low, and I'll target that low, or this equal lows, relatively equal lows. And then the last bit of business is this one. Again, these two pairs, okay, are strong. The Swiss is strong and the yen is strong, so it's gonna cause price to again stay sideways. There will be time, right? There will be a time that one of them will become weaker. One of them will become weaker, and then you go in, and personally, the Swiss might get weaker, and then the yen will be stronger, because going back in time, if you check historically, during this period, we get a drop. So I will be going in for sells rather than buys with this huge move to the downside, cleaning out all those trend traders. Yeah, cleaning out all those trend traders and break. I think I would prefer selling it rather than buying. So I have other ways of taking trades, which is prices going up. Prices going up. We break down. Okay, it starts forming a new high. Because it's still below the initial low, this could be what we deem as a higher low. Okay, so if this is going to be a higher low and we're going to expect a lower low, right, this low will be very, very important, right? This low will be very, very important. So what I'll do is, below here, I'll wait for price to come down, break it, retest, and then I'll sell short. Make sense? Because if this is going to be the higher low, ultimately price is going to make a lower low, right? Because you are making a high, low, high, low, high. So if you're going to get a low, price is going to have to break this low, because it's a short-term low. So once we break this low, retest of this low, and then I'll sell short with the aim that we're going to make take out this low and make a lower low. So that's how I would trade this pair as it is right now. I will not take the short up here because they are both currently strong. So what I'll do is I'll wait for this low to be taken out. Once this low is taken out, then I can go in and sell short right here. Yeah, so I'll wait for this low to be broken, retest, and then I'll sell short with the aim that we are going to make this. So if I'm selling short up there, my target would be down here, and then because this is a clean low, there's nothing that's going to stop price, so I can't even target down here. Yeah, because this is all a mess, and I've showed you in the past how when there's a mess like this, price can just slide through it. Okay, so wait for a break below this low, retest, sell short, first target, second target, and then look for price to drop down here. So I'm gonna just put something here for your reference. I don't know how it's gonna be like when it gets here, but that's how I'll trade it, with first target, right here. Yeah, and that will be it. I think I've covered everything. If you do have any question, please. Now let's skim through the questions. Yeah, if you can resend your questions, I'll check the Discord group to see if anyone has a question. Yeah, if you do have any questions, send it to me now, and then I'll have a look. Let's see what the dollar did. Yeah, cool. This is nice. Very, very nice. It didn't give no reaction at that level, so we will be coming down here, and finally we will be moving outside this consolidation. All right, and trading is going to be fun going forward, because this will open up, okay, open up for large range candles to come in the market. Yeah, this low is going to be taken, and I think prices, the next stop will be here. Yeah, but I'll be watching this low. Again, it's similar to that one. Yeah, we just broken through it, so next target is there, and I'll be watching there. And like I said, I love this pair simply because if the dollar is weak, this will go crazy to the downside. Yeah, this will go crazy to the downside. Your second target is right there. If price does give a bounce, I'll be looking for a re-entry again here. Okay, I'll look for another entry right there. Are you still bearish on New Zealand? It retraced up quite a bit hard today. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm still bearish. It doesn't change anything on this pair. Right? It doesn't change. It doesn't change anything on this pair. I'm still bearish. Yeah, I'm still bearish on this pair. It doesn't change anything on this pair. If anything, right? If anything, do not buy it. Yeah, do not buy it. Um, that's the best advice. Do not buy it because it's not bullish. CAD yen is still good. I like CAD yen as well. Aussie yen, I think it will come down. Yeah. Let's wait. They've just cleaned out these equal highs, which is um, fair, because having that there and price dropping, I feel uncomfortable. Now that they've cleaned it out, that's good. Just wait. Let's be patient. Price will come to us. Okay. Let's just wait for something on the daily on this particular pair. Let's wait for that rejection on the daily, because once we see it on the daily after cleaning out this high, that would be very, very, very good. So on this Aussie yen, let's be I thought some money might come into Aussie New Zealand as the market seems more risk on at the moment. We are not trading the Aussie and New Zealand, we are trading the yen. Yeah, we are trading the yen. Whatever happens, the yen will be king in terms of. Personally, this is my thought process right now. I think the coronavirus is not gone, and going into the month of August, we are in the second week of July. Going into the month of August, they are going to bombard us with bad news, right? They're gonna send information that the coronavirus is still there, this and that and that, and that will cause the yen to be strong. Yeah, that's what I'm forecasting. Anytime I have a forecast on yen to be strong, somehow there is some bad news coming. I don't know where it's going to come from, but that's how it is. Yeah, so I personally think, and this is my thoughts, right? Whenever you are bullish on yen, expect some sort of bad news. When there's risk on, um, money goes into. Yes, you're right, but there's something called seasonality. Yeah, there's something called seasonality, and I didn't create it. It was there, and I studied it. And if it's time for yen to be bullish, it will be bullish. Yeah, if it's time for yen to be bullish, it will be bullish. So money can flow into Aussie and New Zealand, yes, in these times, but yes, still, if yen is going to be bullish, it will go its way. And I prefer looking at the market structure on this right now. Do you want to go long or you want to go short? That's the question you need to ask. Looking at what you see on the chart right now, would you rather go long or would you rather go short? Yeah, if you rather go short, then go with what the market is telling you. Yeah, sometimes it's good to go with what the market is telling you rather than your opinion, because your opinion doesn't your opinion doesn't move the market. Yeah, your opinion doesn't move the market. The market moves itself. So if the market is going short, then go short. If the market is going long, then go long. I didn't talk about this pair because I was not happy with, again, these equal highs that they've placed, right? Yeah, I didn't like this equal highs, and now they've run it and given me a rejection. So again, nice one. equal highs run, rejection, perfect. I'll be looking for a sell right there. Yeah, it's just a mess. Look at all that. Good luck trading in this. Yeah, it's quite a mess, but we've got a clean move to the upside to clean this equal highs, rejection, perfect. I'll be looking for a short right here with a target down here. Like I said, I am bullish on the Swiss going forward. I'm bullish on the Swiss and the yen. So I will be selling or buying yen and buying Swiss. With the dollar moved out of consolidation, this is the best thing. I hope it doesn't come back inside the range because if it does, it's not good. We want it to break and continue going down. Yeah, when this low is taken, it will come back inside. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're going to go up on the dollar. It will come back inside for retracement and then a continuation to the downside. Yeah, so be mindful of that as well, because that's how price moves. Goes below a low, it will try to come back in. It goes above a high, it will try to come back in. Let's go back to here. I think I had another pair, New Zealand Swiss. Yep. Yesterday I was looking for a sell here. It didn't give me, but overnight I think price went and ran this high, and it's now giving another rejection. So again, I would have preferred it to come up here. This is what I'm looking for on there. After this equal high has been run, price has to slam down. After this equal high got run, price slammed down. Okay, so I'll be taking a short, or I'll be considering a short on the next candle if it does give me a pullback to that level. And same thing to this one. And I prefer most of the time the opening price. So let's see if this candle will close and give me a retrace to the opening price, then I will be looking for a sell. Right, but I'm not gonna take, I do show a lot of trades, but I don't take every trade. Right, do not take every single trade. You've got to be selective, and you have to have rules based around the trades that you take. I personally don't go more than 3 trades at a time. So out of everything, I'll be interested in just 3 at a time. Is there any other question before I close this session, because I've made it very, very long? Right. If there's no question, then I think I'm gonna end the session here. Thank you for coming, and signal service, there will be no New York session today, maybe tomorrow. Let's see how the end plays out today, and then we'll catch up tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, same time for London session. All right, so take care, have a good day. Do not risk too much, do not take too many trades. Just relax and let price do its thing. All right, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.